Hi, I just wanted to comment on the newfound voice of the youth in Zambia and their expectations of the new government. Yeah, I remember almost 2 years ago, I was hearing a lot of some of the same noise throughout the social media echo chamber, and I advised that. The best way to resolve the problems of Zambia was to have new faces. Yeah, and the new faces are now here. But you must go through a careful process of making sure that you match the talents of the people with situations in which they can help the most. Yeah, so I feel a little bit pity for the social media echo chamber that is expecting government to make appointments instantly, the change to be manifested instantly, everything to happen quickly. The downside or the sad part to that is that the enterprise of government doesn't work that way. So whether you like it or not, you have to educate yourself that government is a bureaucracy, and you have to set up the bureaucracy carefully so that it can deliver what you intended using very clear and elaborate processes. So I just want to ask all of my friends through the blog sphere that, hey, hold your peace, hold your peace. You haven't even had a government, a full government. Your people haven't even formed a government. They are still appointing people, and it's been less than a month. You want this, you expect that. It's like you want the government to provide a Christmas tree full of gifts and presents for everybody, even before they get paid their first checks. So give them time to carefully think through how they are going to calibrate the enterprise of government, the bureaucracy, to meet the needs of people and to fulfill their political promises. For example, there are those who wanted free education to be implemented now. Think about it. Government is a bureaucracy. Government must be able to carefully allocate economic resources to different programs. They are taking over government in the third quarter of the year. How are they going to quickly poke money from their pockets to provide free education? Come on, use a brain and show me you have it. So anyway, there is a time to organize. And we can't have government organize things in a hurry. They are going to make mistakes that can hurt the process. Economic development is a process. So you set up the process first so that the money is going around the circle and fulfilling the needs of different people and expanding opportunities for people. And that is what we have to think about. And concerning appointments to different positions, people are going to be appointed because the government enterprise needs people to work in it. Yeah, it needs people to work in it. Yeah, and they are going to be appointed. So it's not like we're trying to cook up a quickie and government should appoint this one and everyone quickly. That is going to come. And the other thing I wanted to also comment on is yes, when people lose jobs or they are removed from their jobs because they were part of the old government, that is expected. Yeah, but We can't turn the sackings of people into a party. First of all, it's sad for what those guys did because they represented a failed enterprise. So, yes, we can say, hey, we're happy they lost their jobs and all those kind of things. But that's not what is important. What was important is that those people served under a rogue leadership, a leadership that never understood what they were there for, and they just started looting and stealing. So even for people who worked under such a government, it wasn't easy for them to find a different way of doing things or participate in creating different outcomes for the people. So we have to mourn them as they exit those positions, I believe. Not celebrate that. We have to mourn them because they were quite a sad bunch. And I know they did a lot of damage, a lot of harm, disrupted a lot of families, and worked into this disruptive enterprise called the Edgar Lungu government. So the new dawn is here, and it's a beautiful morning here in America, in Washington. I think the new dawn is coming here soon, so we're going to be taking a deep breath. The one more issue I wanted to also say something about is that, particularly about the embassy of the Republic of Zambia here in Washington, that was a no-go area for anybody who speaks up against that regime they were representing here or is a part of the UPND. So I don't understand the wisdom of having those same people organizing the president's trip to these United States. So we don't even know how to interact with them. So we might not even be able to see our new president because his entry or his coming here is being organized by a hostile crowd, the criminal enterprise. So that's one thing I wanted to comment on. I also wanted to comment on the issue of reading problems. Some commentators said that the PF people wrote a bad speech for the Minister of Information. Therefore, when she was reading it, no, I don't take that as a legitimate or constructive excuse. When you're appointed in a new position, take time to study. When you are given a new speech by people, go home, read it, and practice. So the minister could have done that. She could have practiced a little bit more rather than embarrass herself in that way. So, but there are teething problems. There's nothing major. They are going to learn the enterprise of government. And the last and most important thing I wanted to comment on is part of providing leadership is managing expectations. There are wild expectations from most blogosphere, from most of the blogosphere in Zambia, and most of the young people. Young people, I just don't mean youth. I mean even us. We're still young people, but there are a lot of wild expectations that need to be managed properly and carefully, and communicating things directly from the office of the president in the early days would probably be the best thing that can happen. I learned that they just held a first cabinet meeting yesterday. So give them time to organize the enterprise of government so that they can go on doing the business of the people. Those are just some of the thoughts I wanted to chat with. And thank you for listening to this. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you think. Thank you.